perfecting the best organizational system for 2024. It's just my favorite thing. How are we down to the last 3 months of the year already? I mean, we will be in a couple of days, but still, I just don't understand where the time goes. I say this every couple of months, I say it every year, but I just don't understand where time goes. A couple of days ago, I created a broadcast channel on Instagram, and the first thing that we talked about was how we're all feeling going into the rest of 2023 and the beginning of 2024. A lot of you said you were feeling overwhelmed, and I totally feel you, except I don't really feel stressed overwhelmed. I feel a little bit weird, almost just a little bit confused, and I have a theory, so stay with me because I need to know if I am not the only person that thinks this way. It's like we're going back to our pre-pandemic lives, except we're entirely new versions of ourselves, if that makes sense. Realistically, 2023 is the first full year post-pandemic, and when I think back to December and January last year, I didn't really know how to set goals or plan out my life, because the previous 2 years before that, it didn't matter what goals you set or what plans you made, chances are they were going to be completely derailed by everything. And so now I feel like I'm completely out of the game when it comes to planning and organizing my life. And so the last couple of days, I've been thinking about some things that we could do over the next couple of months to try and find our groove again and get back into that really good, like, new year, new me space that's always so much fun every single year. The first thing, which is an absolute classic, is to reflect on 2023. And the first one is about reflecting on your goals. I wish I could give you examples of this, except I don't think I really planned out that many goals for this year. The only thing I really wanted to do was travel and just see where life takes me, and I have let that completely happen, which I'm really, really happy about. But I do need to go through my journal and figure out what were the goals that I actually set. I have created a bunch of journal prompts for this exercise, and you can do these in your journal, but I've also created a workbook, which is totally free. If you would like to do it that way, you can click the link in the description and sign up for my email, and then check your inbox. You will have an email with the PDF attachment. You can print it out. You can do it like on your iPad or digitally if that's something you'd want to do. And if you are already signed up to the emailing list, then check your email. It should be in your inbox already. The journal prompts that I came up with for 2023 include: what were your goals for 2023? What are the goals that you have achieved, if there are any? What goals are you still currently working on? And what goals have you lost interest in? Because it is totally fine to lose interest in goals. We are not the same people now as we were when we first went into 2023, so it's totally fine to shift course, lose interest, change where you're going, and you can let those goals go. I think these are the 4 really important starting points for trying to figure this out. The second thing is also reflecting on 2023, but this is about all of the accomplishments and things that are kind of highlights of the year that were maybe a little bit more unexpected. I guess it's like a gratitude exercise, but what are some things that have happened to you this year that are really, really awesome? Because it's very, very important to take note of the good things, you know, focus on the good things, because then you can carry that same energy into 2024. This one, I can give you 3 personal examples. The first one being my time in Austin. I knew I was going to Austin. I didn't plan to get anything out of it, and it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. I feel like I came out of being in Austin a totally different person. The second thing is I fell for one of my friends, and I'm now in a relationship with an incredible man, and it was very unexpected, and that's obviously a major highlight for 2023. And the third one is actually coming back to Australia. I didn't expect to be as happy or feel so good about coming back as I currently do, and I'm really, really excited to see where the next couple of months go, and hopefully I can pick out another 4th major thing to be considered a highlight of 2023. The other part to this is to also look at the setbacks. I don't want to call these failures because I don't really believe in failures, but these are the things that maybe didn't quite work out how you wanted them to, and it's a great chance to take the lesson from it and adjust accordingly and set yourself up to be able to tackle any similar challenges that come up in the best way possible. The third thing is your space. This could be your home, your apartment. If you're like me, it is a bedroom. My bedroom is my space right now. This could also be your office, maybe a cubicle at work, even a locker or something like that. Something that's your space. Now is the perfect time to get in and do a deep clean, to start decluttering and reorganizing, and maybe even rearranging, like refreshen up your space and get rid of anything that you just don't need right now. Especially with the change of season, a wardrobe declutter, reorganize is perfect. If you don't want to actually get rid of things and donate things, then this is a perfect opportunity to grab some storage tubs, especially if you have spare cupboard or a garage or some place you can store items. I used to store things up in the top shelf of my closet and take out all of the items that you don't need right now, all of the off-season things, and store them away until when you need them. It just frees up the space, and it also means you don't actually really have to get rid of anything, but you kind of are just moving it out of the way until you need it, and that's one of my favorite things. Like, I find that to be a complete refresh of the space. The fourth thing is also space related. If you have the opportunity to be able to do a bit of a makeover, now's the time. Like, finish up the year really putting your personality into your space. If you're like me and you can paint a wall, paint a wall. Maybe it's a change of decor, maybe some new bedding, maybe some new flowers, even just a new candle, a new scent. For a lot of you who are now going into autumn, I am so jealous because I am seeing all the pumpkins, the fall decor, and it's making me wish I could get all of my stuff out of storage and totally do that. But next year, I'm gonna be doing that next year. But again, change of season, last 3 months of the year. Let's freshen up the space, make it feel a little bit more like the current version of yourself. And I think that's gonna be a really great way to end 2023 really strong. The fifth thing is digital. This is not my strong suit at all. I am terrible at digital organization. My desktop is a mess. My download folders is a mess. I actually wiped my computer back in February and I got to start fresh, and it lasted like a month of me deleting things out of my downloads folder and organizing them into folders. And now it's complete chaos again. And I may never be truly fully organized in this area, but I do like to try. I like to come back to it every couple of months and create some new folders and start sorting all of my files and deleting things that I don't need. And I think now's a great time to do that. Also, this includes deleting any apps on your phone that you really don't need. And if you do want to do a total refresh on your device, my phone currently is themed green because green is my favorite color. I will have a link to the app icon packs down below, but it is a great way to freshen up and customize your phone and make it just a little bit more you. Another part are the people that you follow on social media. What type of content are you consuming? Do you need to unfollow some people if they're having a negative impact on you? And also, I recently discovered, because I needed to delete TikTok and reinstall it, I was having some issues with the app before I left to come back to Australia. And once you delete the app and reinstall it, it kind of resets your For You page, or at least it did for me. And now I've got to retailor my algorithm to give me more positive, uplifting things, because before, not gonna lie, it was super negative, and anytime I spent time on TikTok, I was miserable. So now's a really good chance to reevaluate what type of content you're consuming. Number 6 is finance. I know this is a topic that a lot of people have suggested as well. 2023 is the year that I finally got over my fear and started facing my finances. I have a budgeting spreadsheet. It is designed to place in what you think you will spend on all different areas of your life. This is your expenses, your bills, how much you think you might be able to add to your savings, and then you track everything that you actually do spend. There's ways to categorize everything, and it is a really, really great way to break it all down and actually see where your money is going. It can be really confronting, and sometimes this year it has added just a little bit of stress, but long term, it is helping me make so many better financial decisions. And as a result, I have saved so much money this year. I have made some incredible cutbacks in different areas of my life, and it is just making things so much better for me. So I would recommend starting to track your expenses and actually seeing where your money goes, because until you confront that part of your finances, you really won't be able to set yourself any goals or start to make changes. We do have a brand new color of the budgeting spreadsheet as well. It's a beautiful green spread. I will have it linked down below. You can use code YouTube20 to get 20% off, but now's a great time to start getting a feel for how to get on top of your finances, especially now that we are about to head into the holiday season. It is an extremely expensive time of the year, and if you start thinking about it now, you will be able to set yourself up to get through that holiday period in the most stress-free and smooth way possible. The 7th thing is journaling. Journaling is one of my favorite habits that I have built up over the last couple of years. I started in 2019, and this pink one is my 2023 journal, and this is my 5th journal, which is crazy. I think journaling is probably the one habit that I can really see that I've been super consistent with over the last couple of years. I don't do it every single day. In fact, this year I've done it a lot less than the previous year. This yellow one was 2022, and I'm so excited to find one for 2024. Finding the perfect journal is like my favorite thing at the end of the year. If you haven't picked up the habit of journaling, I highly recommend it because it is a great place to just get all of your thoughts and your feelings out. It can help you understand why you're feeling the way that you are. It is completely private. No one's ever gonna see it. You don't even have to make sense. You don't even have to spell correctly. It's just the best place. Sometimes I draw in here. Sometimes I write mind maps. Sometimes I will write something on a spare piece of paper and then stick it in. It's totally like a scrapbook. I have a personal preference of the diary that I like. I want something that is soft and flexible and then has a little closure like this. As I said, I'm so excited to try and find a new one. Because I already have the habit of journaling, I am gonna be setting myself a challenge to journal every single day. I think I've missed one day in like the last 10 days and I'm excited that I'm being really consistent with it. Sometimes I only write half a page because I can't really think of anything that I want to talk about, but I'm trying really hard to give myself a little challenge between now and the end of the year to show up basically every day. The 8th and final thing that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of months that I am so excited about is figuring out how it is that I actually want to plan out 2024. So I'm talking diaries, journals, pens, pencils, stationery, post-it notes, digital planners, digital organization, calendars, all of that good stuff. Now's a really good time to kind of trial and error and see what it is that you like. You know, figure out your favorite type of pen. This is my new favorite pen. It's a packet from Target in the US. It's incredible. I like really inky pens. Before this, I was using pens from Muji. They are the best. As I was saying before, I have a favorite kind of journal, a particular type that I'm looking for. This one's from Kiki K. I'm not sure if they discontinued this or not because this one was so hard to track down at the beginning of the year. And then this one is from Indigo in Canada and it is amazing. They still have a variety of these available. And then I've also started using some little post-it notes because I love using little tabs to color coordinate and categorize my life. And I'm so excited to be able to do a little bit of window shopping, a little bit of trying things out in the next couple of months and just like perfecting the best organizational system for 2024. It's just my favorite thing. So I hope these things have been helpful. Please leave a comment down below and let me know some of the things that you're going to be doing between now and the end of the year to help set you up. And definitely check out all the links in the description of the things that I mentioned. Grab the journal prompt workbook and let me know how you go with it, and I will see you very, very shortly.